in every serve and dive. From the first drop to the final wave. This is volleyball, unstoppable and in full flow. Let the games begin. Chennai takes on Kolkata.
The inaugural champions from the east of India and 3 teams from the beautiful part of India down south. 4 teams in action tonight. It is going to be a super sizzle Saturday at the RR Kabul Prime Volleyball League, powered by Scapia. Here we go then. We kickstart the proceedings with the Kochi Blue Spikers taking on the mighty Bengaluru Torpedoes, coached by the legendary David Lee. Hello then, it's going to be a fun evening for all of us here or for all of you as well watching us on the Sony Sports Network as well as on YouTube. As always, I'm with my volleyball friends, Louis Lett and the wonderful Carla Borja. Now, apart from making notes and preparing for commentary for our coverage of the Volleyball League, these two have also been trying to do their research on Indian weddings. Really? Why?
Yeah. Oh, they're amazing.
Yeah.
All I want to do is go to an Indian wedding and dance the Barat. Bala 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 bala, bala 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 bala. I'm glad I can make you laugh.
Look at what happens when people come to this party. They move from ballet to ballet, 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 ballet.
But we do have a very suitable gentleman for a wedding, because I don't know anybody in India who's getting married. So Ayush Sharma, one of our commentators, Hindi commentator, he's a very suitable boy. He is a tremendous young man, always bringing the sweets and chocolates and the laughs as well. Maybe we could go to his wedding one day.
Yeah, I hope so. He's a handsome guy.
I've been told you want to someday dress up as an Indian bride, just for Instagram.
I saw your pictures of you and your wife, and
Yeah.
I want to be dressed the same. It looks really so nice.
Okay, let's get back to volleyball, because otherwise we'll end up turning this into a matrimonial show. Right, so Kochi Blue Spikers versus the Bengaluru Torpedoes. Let's pull up the squad of this Kochi lineup. As you all know, no Vineet Kumar. A replacement has been named in Arvind, who comes in from Puducherry or Pondicherry, 26-year-old. He's a banker. He's played for the Tamil Nadu team that won the bronze in the senior nationals. Louis, I'm not too sure if he will get a go straight away, but this team has shown us that they can win without Vineet, and yet it's difficult to trust this team to go big. You know, it's not a team that straight away starts its favorite against Bangalore. What is your starting lineup for this game?
Yeah, their win against Goa was very, very good, wasn't it? They really fought and they ground Goa down for a long time. We talked about Heymanth a lot, and Heymanth was that guy against Goa that pulled them back into it. But we didn't see the same performance again against the Thunderbolts. And I think that'll be an issue tonight, whether you go with him from the start. I'm surprised that we haven't seen more of Nicolas Marichal, because he has got almost 200 caps for France. He's won the European Championship. And when the chips are down, you would tend to lean on the experience. And he can play on the right side as well. So I would bring him back in. I would also keep Heymanth in as well, just to give that balance. But they will struggle. They have to play out of their box every single game without Vinny.
Quick reminder of where these teams find themselves on the points table. Remember, we're approaching the halfway mark of the league stage. Here we go then. Match number 15 tonight. It's the Kochi versus the Bengaluru Torpedoes, who are at 3. Clearly, they start as favourites, but Kochi have got to get going. Carla, the other night against the Thunderbolts, the digs didn't work, the blocks didn't work, too many unforced errors as well. Clearly, Coach Vardhan has his work cut out. What's your recommended solution to their problems? What is it that he'll be trying to work on, the coach?
Yeah, as you said, there have been so many service errors or in general errors in all the elements. And what I figured out that in some moments, what we always say in the commentating, you need to play a little more smart than just hard. And I think the recycling of, let's say, not the best sets in attacking didn't work well so far, and they need to work on this. They cannot rely on a perfect set. They need to find their rhythm, their approach, and that's something what they for sure have been working on. And yes, I'm really excited to see how
Louis,
they changed.
You know, in world sport, there are teams that are full of superstars, and then there are teams that have good players who raise their game and play a lot better as a unit. Is that the template the Kochi Blue Spikers need to be looking at? Is there an area that you think they can improve, and perhaps that'll give them the results they need?
I think they have a great leader in Byron, right? We spoke about the setter the whole way through, and I think him and Nicholas need to be that core, and then allow the others to sort of fire around them. But I think it's really hard to sit here and judge them when they lose their best point scorer in the opening 2 sets.
Yep.
They were 2-0 up, 18-16 I think in both sets. So it's hard to really sort of predict what they would have looked like without him, because it's like a football team losing their star striker in the first game of the season. You just don't know how good they would have been.
Yeah.
But in the first 2 sets, with Vinny Kumar on the right hand side, they look very, very good. So let's hope they just do this.
True. Well, they lost to Goa, they lost to Kolkata, and they won the only game against Goa. Remember, only 7 league games for each team, and that's how the format is. League stage followed by the semis. Each team plays 7, of which Kochi have already played 3. Every match is the best of 5, and it's a race to 15 points every set, remember. What do you get for winning 3-0, 3-1? You get 3 points on the points table. However, if you play a 5-setter, end up on the winning side, you get only 2. However, the losing team also gets 1 point, and that's the reason why the Kochi Blue Spikers have 2 from a win and 1 from that 2-3 loss. The Torpedoes, meanwhile, have won 2 in 2. David Lee has brought in this ultra-aggressive attitude and that tactic as well to this Prime Volleyball League. They've had a 5-day gap. That's what's happened to them. It's been 5 days since they beat the Kolkata Thunderbolts very convincingly on the 5th of October. Kochi tonight, followed by these fixtures. How do you see their journey up ahead? And clearly they start favourites tonight. 5-day gap. I'm sure David Lee wouldn't have allowed them to chill too much.
No, absolutely not. Well, they went and played golf, didn't they? I saw that on Instagram. But the Kochi Blue Spikers, obviously now, Chennai Blitz will be a very tough game. I'm looking forward towards that last game of the season against Mumbai. We are going to learn a lot in that sort of period in between now and then.
Yeah.
And that game against Mumbai is something that I'm already looking forward to. David Lee just complimented Mumbai on the way, and I just had a quick chat and just said they're really organised, they're really good.
Yeah.
So let's see. They have a couple of games, Calicut and Hyderabad. You expect them to win, but you really, if you're a Torpedoes fan or player, you really want them to win tonight and that game against Chennai.
And I'm not sure if he mentioned Mumbai's Abhinav Salar to you, but I'm very sure he would have loved what Abhinav has done. I met David Lee a little while ago before our coverage started, and he seemed to enjoy us referring to Lee ball, and that's what he's brought. Sethu as well has been one of the disciples, or students rather, of David Lee. That big serving boy Sethu is so crucial to David Lee's plans, not just for this game, but overall for the tournament and for the larger development of the Torpedoes as a brand, as a force, as a team going forward.
Yes, Sethu, for me, he had so clever serves. Like, he's such a good player, and especially the last matches, they were not on top. They needed to start rolling first, so they had their issues at the beginning of the sets or the matches. And he's the one who picked up the pace when they needed him and they needed the team.
Not very difficult to predict what Sethu will do, because he will go bang bang 5th gear straight away. He's not stopping. He hates float serves. David Lee hates them for sure.
Yeah. He's really the leader of the philosophy, isn't he? Like, we're going to attack the serve, and Sethu's going to be the guy that leads us with that philosophy.
Yeah.
I think if you're a Torpedo or you're Dealey, at the moment, a lot of their points coming through on the right side, Penrose, and then Joe Benjamin on the left. So 82% of their attacking points scored by those 2 players.
Yeah.
I would just like to see a little bit more offensively from Sethu, but he's not always in the team to do that. So as long as he's contributing with the super serves, I'm sure Dealey will be happy.
Yep, Torpedoes start favourites, hot favourites in this match against the depleted Kochi Blue Spikers who've lost their main man. I wonder if David Lee will want to try and be a little more adventurous with the Scapia Super Point. Will he try and maybe call it early to ask a tough question to the opponents? Super Point can be called for once every set. It can only be called for before a team has reached 12 points. And remember, the team that wins the Super Point gets 2. If you don't, the opponent gets 2. What about the Bank of Baroda Super Serve? It's a serve that's not touched by any opposition player, and it gets you 2 points. It's a bit like an ace in other sports, but this one shouldn't have touched any opposition player. A super serve scored on a super point will get 2, and the super point can be used again. Right. The first game of this Sizzle Saturday on Sony and YouTube, Kochi, Bengaluru. One might think it could be a lopsided clash, but do Kochi have a chance? Who are you backing tonight? and scoreline.
Who do you think?
Bengaluru, 3 sets, 3 quick sets.
You think 3-0? I'm going to go 3-1. I'm going to go Torpedoes. I'm not here later, so I'm going to go 3-1. And I'm going to go 3-1 in the second game later on tonight for Chennai as well.
Well done. Okay. For you?
5 sets, Kochi wins.
5 sets, Kochi wins. Well, when a double Olympian says something, you respect it. You don't just brush it aside. For me, it is going to be Bengaluru 3-0. Kochi, we'll find out. Live action of this match number 15 coming up. On the other side of the break from the GMC Balayogi Indoor Stadium and Hyderabad. Stick around on the Sony Sports Network and YouTube.
Hello, Hyderabad! Welcome to Season 4 of RR Kabul Prime Volleyball League powered by Scapia. Tonight's first game is the Southern Derby! When these two teams hit the court, you know it's going to be fireworks right from the first serve. It is Kochi Blue Spikers versus Bengaluru Torpedoes! A quick toss update. Kochi Blue Spikers won the toss and chose a side. And now let's welcome our referees for the match today. First referee, Mr. M.I. Shamim, and second referee, Mr. Noorzan Omirzak.
In the Super Saturday at the RR Kabul Prime Volleyball League powered by Scapia. It's the Kochi Blue Spikers taking on the Bengaluru Torpedoes in match number 15, coming to you live from the GMC Balayogi Indoor Stadium, Hyderabad. The points table is reflective of how well these teams have played. Bengaluru have won 2 out of 2 and they followed a 5-setter with a 4th set thriller. But they'll be looking to make it 3-3. Kochi, for their part, will be looking to make an upward mobility in the points chart. Time now for the introduction of the teams. Over to you, Sarthak Lal.
It is day 10 of the Prime Volleyball League, and in another 13 days, we will be crowning our champions. We're going to start this one by welcoming the Bengaluru Torpedoes!
The Bengaluru Torpedoes have been runners-up in the past, and they certainly have played to their pedigree. They kicked off proceedings with a 5-setter over Goa Guardians and then followed it up with a 3-1 win over the Kolkata Thunderbolts. They have enjoyed a 5-day break, and they will now hope that the respite brings with it its share of benefits. David Lee will be happy with how Jalen Penrose and Joel Benjamin have forced a formidable attacking threat, but they will will want the other attackers to step up as well.
The Spikers are really hungry for a win today. Will they? We shall find out. Let's welcome the Kochi Blue Spikers!
Well, the Kochi Blue Spikers have had a bit of a mixed bag so far. They went down 2-3 in a thriller versus Chennai, but then defeated the Goa Guardians 3-2 in another thrilling five-setter before going down to the Kolkata Thunderbolts. The Kochi Blue Spikers have been perennial laggards in the RR Kabul Prime Volleyball League, and they do not have the services of Vineet Kumar. His absence will be huge, but the stand-in skipper Erin Verghese has done his bit to bolster proceedings. They also have a new Puducherry import in Aravind, who will lend some heft to the attack. But much reliance will be on Hemant, who has revelled in these surroundings before, as also Byron Keturakis, who will be dictating play. All to play for with both these teams. Time for the national anthem.
Requesting all those who can stand to please rise for the Indian national anthem.
నేషనల్ యాంథమ్ కోసం అందరూ దయచేసి నించోవలసిందిగా కోరుతున్నాము.
गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
The Bengaluru Torpedoes, led by Matthew West, a huge signing for them. They're up against it this evening, a Kochi Blue Spikers team who will just be looking to dig as deep as possible. They know the odds are against them, or when they lost their lead right side hitter, Vineet Kumar, the former Kolkata Thunderbolts opposite player in their first game of the season. Hemant has come in and put in a great performance against Goa. And let's see if they can carry on just fighting for every scrap. Kochi won the toss. They chose which side they wanted to start this battle on. As we have a look at the Kochi Blue Spikers line up first. Byron Keturakis, a fabulous setter from Canada, has come in here and really led the way for the Blue Spikers this season. Erin Verghese is a huge player on the left side, and he's carried this team, some would say, over the last 2 seasons. Nicolas Marichal, almost 200 caps for France, comes in and starts this evening, just his second start of this season. And Amrinder Singh has had an impressive start to the season in the middle. There's the head coach, Saiz Vardhan. And he would have been disappointed because on paper, and at the start of the season, he would have turned around and said, we've got a very good side on our hands. Well, for the Bengaluru Torpedoes, Matthew West starts setting through the right side. They are very strong with him and Jalen Penrose. Penrose has started very well, very aggressive on the right side. Mujib MC will start in the middle with Nitin, Joel Benjamin, and Setu will start out at 4. Setu, the super server, Joel Benjamin, already on the highest scorers list for the season after just 2 games. He has been very impressive. The legend himself, David Lee, one of the best to ever do it, and leading this side, the Bengaluru Torpedoes, for the 3rd season. What a signing he has been for the Torpedoes. M. Shamim on the stand for this one, and the down ref, Noor Yahan, will be supporting
Well, Louis, that with you in the commentary booth, as always, to the right of me, the voice of Indian volleyball, Manish Batavia, and two-time Olympian, Carla Borger. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Saturday night. Good evening. There's no place we'd rather be.
Where else but the RR Kabul Prime Volleyball League, powered by Scapia. A sizzle Saturday. Two exciting clashes, featuring a team from the east of India and three from the south of India. Kochi, Bengaluru, Chennai and Kolkata. That's what's up for grabs. That's what's on offer, in fact, on the Sony Sports Network and on YouTube. Yes, in this game, that man's side, the Kochi Blue Spikers, are up against the mighty Bengaluru Torpedoes, coached by that man, double Olympic superhero David Lee. He's really built a solid force, has David Lee.
For a storm of
and this
spikes
team
and rallies as the
yet has not been able to
clash tonight, right here, right now, with
win the trophy.
for the countdown.
Maybe this year.
Everybody
Will
look
they?
at the screen.
Tala
10,
Bojan alongside,
9, 8,
all set for this
7,
clash.
Almost in 4 seconds.
2, 1, go!
All systems go for match number 15 then. Byron ready to serve for Kochi. Bengaluru face. Oh, Bengaluru have started off really well. I see that fire, but what about that? That's what you want to see more of. No Vinit, no problem. Abhishek CK, their second choice universal on the right side, comes up with the winner. The first, or was it 4 minutes? Penrose. And then Abhishek CK doing the job.
Yeah, great defense from Byron as well. That ball's set up in the perfect spot. Centers out the game. Very good start. They look organised, Kochi. And we know that they do fight. And the Bengaluru pass hasn't quite got there so far. But the beautiful thing about this team that potentially they haven't had in the past is that they've got an engine in Western Penrose that can really get themselves out of trouble. That's a 5 or 6 metre set, and then Penrose just comes through and absolutely detonates it. That's an outlet, and that's what Kochi don't have, I don't think, without Vinny.
Yeah, it's true, they're missing like the big guy scoring, but still, it's a very good team, and yes, I feel that today they have a great match.
Yeah, if they get that chemistry right that we saw against Goa, they can absolutely take this Bangalore team. And with this guy back in the side, I think he's going to add a lot. And that is exactly what he's going to add. It's a fast serve. It's a difficult one to pass. It's not going to be a Banker Broda super serve, but it is going to be enough to put Bengaluru under enough pressure so they get the defense and can come back second time with a sting. Great start this from Kochi. They certainly are there tonight.
Okay, then Kochi is signaling their intent very, very clearly, nice and early. And Bengaluru yet to respond. That's one way to do it. Sethu on the scoreboard already, forcing that error off the block. Penrose from the right, Sethu from the left. That's not a bad combo at all. Very, very well set by Matthew West.
Yeah, Sethu, we talked about him contributing a little bit more offensively. And the good news with West is that he always manages to get Sethu in a good position. We spoke about this, there's not many better setters in the league for sort of set placement. And Matt West, I spoke to him and had a quick chat before, and he said, well, there's a review, let's come back to that in a second.
Very quick call from David Lee. Every time Bengaluru serve, I keep an eye on what David Lee's up to. His reactions on every serve, he doesn't mind those service errors. In or out is the review, I think.
A Sethu super serve.
बोल दिया, already told. Told. Bengaluru Torpedoes.
Oh! What a call from D. Lee early on. Bank of Baroda, super serve. He saw it. That is a huge early call. Setter has got things rolling. And I think the key thing there was that Setter thought he had served an ace. And he knows better than anyone.
I mean, it's painful. You serve an ace, a great Bank of Baroda, super serve. And you need to take a review on top. So it's good to get 2 points, but you also lost a review on it. Something we learned.
Yeah.
Taking early the review is a kind of risk, but also you need the points as well.
1v1. That was a rasping hit from the outside. Erin Burgess gets into the act as well. That's a good sign for the Blue Spikers. Byron to Erin, and that's what he does against West, the single blocker.
Yeah, I love Erin. I think he's been absolutely tremendous for this side over the last few seasons. Always contributing. And he never really has an off game, does he? Well, they fancy that one as well, Kochi. It's a good lead in the end, but Kochi have certainly come out with a little bit of fire in their belly. And that's exactly what we want as a neutral watching this game.
Well, yes, when you're playing against a mighty team, you might as well give it everything you have. No point being timid or defensive. Good move that from Jasjord. Out by a whisker. Good call to not review it. 5-4, still early days. The first set in this best of 5. Abhishek CK stopped by the double block. The blockers align themselves once again, but Setu's there. No point. There's so much power in that slap that the ball had to go outside of play after that slap.
A great choice playing on the right side. And he just had to put it down. Nice work of Abhishek.
You just see the middle leaving and being replaced by Midhan, and David Lee straight on him. And I was just thinking, if you're a middle blocker, who else would you want guiding you through the process of how to become better in that position than him?
Slapped. Take that. Say Bengaluru. Joel Benjamin. The 21-year-old from Tamil Nadu gets into the act for the Bengaluru Torpedoes. That is a Jaffa from Joel. Take a look at that. Great set once again. So decisive.
It really is. And Matt West is getting his outsides one-on-one. So champion the fact that he can get the ball in the right spot, but he's also distributing the ball really well, balancing it out. And there's a seam open there as well. Good start from Kochi there, right there. Imagine if Setu hadn't have had the Bank of Baroda super serve, it would have been a very different game. If that ball would have been out, it would have been a 3-point game.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, first of all, with that Arcabo super spike, yeah, nicely down the diagonal. It is in moment you need to, even maybe in early times, you need to take the review, but still it's painful to lose it.
Erin straight to the libero. Matthew West, pipe, hasn't worked. They will reset their attack, and it hasn't worked. Amarinder Paul Singh has blocked it, I think. In that one-man block at number 17.
Yeah, just having a look at D. Lee, he's applauding that because the 2 phases of play, they did absolutely everything perfect, and this is a great block that beat them. Amarinder Paul does a really good job of making the read in the block, but the pass was there, the free ball play was there. It was good defense from Kochi. Kochi are battling here, and you have to take your hat off sometimes and say they did something really well.
Absolutely. Another straight serve down the line. Watch out, Bengaluru, watch out. Stay alert because Kochi are in the mood tonight. To me, it seems like they've moved on from not having the lead. They've accepted it, they've moved on, and they're ready. More of that on the other side of this Amul Cool technical timeout.
Kochi are back as we have a look at the NTPC MVP leaderboard. We have a leaderboard, JV at the top, Shivam Chowdhury, no surprises there. There is Joel Benjamin playing on the outside. 1 kill so far this evening and 16 points on the NTPC MVP leaderboard. Well, some familiar faces in the crowd.
Tafir, the owner of one of the co-owners of the Blackhawks Hyderabad, is here.
Kochi have been really impressive, and bringing Nicholas back into the side, I think will do more than what you understand just by watching him. He's made some good decisions offensively. He's always in the right spot. He doesn't make the defense there, but I think what he brings to his team in terms of his experience is absolutely massive.
I think we need to celebrate and highlight Matthew West's performance a lot more than we do. We often celebrate great setters like Muthuswamy Appavu for the defenders. Matthew West has been incredible for the Torpedoes.
And Byron as well.
Oh yes, very much so.
Both of these setters have been absolutely superb.
Straight to Erin. Byron sets it. Oh, this time the Torpedoes defense saw it coming. Setu. They're claiming a point, and they will have it. Net touch.
Setu does a good job here because he plays the tip cover and then he gets set. So he has a lot of work to do. So that doesn't enhance his chances of scoring. So he does a good job of just ticking the ball back. Was there a touch on the net from Byron, KB?
I don't think so. Also, the way he's been reacting. Oh. Okay, good actor. No, he didn't feel it. It was not on purpose. It was on the way down. He first thought not, but I think this is something sometimes you don't feel.
Benjamin with that big serve to Erin Verghese. How about that? That was venomous. Abhishek slams it down.
We're just talking about Byron. Watch this. Flips it so late. Setu's a goner, and he gets no block on the 10 attack. That's all holding the middle with his position for a very long time, and then just using the wrists at the last minute to flip it back. Yes, I'm giving you a demonstration.
Great demonstration. You've been a setter before.
Thanks. In my early days, yes. It wasn't the setting that was the problem, it was the blocking that was the issue.
And maybe the height.
The blocking was the issue. Yeah, definitely. And the temperament. The temperament was also an issue.
You guys are not allowed to talk height when I'm around.
Talk food, though.
Now, moving on. 9 apiece there in the first set. If you thought this is going to be a one-sided result in favor of Bengaluru, I was one of those. It looks like this one is going to give us a lot more than we had imagined. Bengaluru are being pushed. Great for the tournament. Great for the Kochi Blue Spikers. 1v2. There is cover at the back. Joel was there. Matthew West sets it for Setu. Still in play. Kochi are looking switched on today. Matching the Torpedoes shot for shot. And then a touch of luck in their favor. Into double figures and the Blue Spikers. Bengaluru are being pushed.
Yeah, KB talked a lot about the errors of Kochi earlier on. And you can see they're trying to play Nicholas quick and wipe off the hands. It's not bringing errors. It's not bringing points, but it's not bringing errors. And it is making them build through the rally. It's a very good swing from Byron in the end to kill it, but I like the connection he has with the Frenchman on the outside.
Just long. Thought the idea was right. Going into zone 5 down the line like that angle, Louis?
I do. And I think his idea was to hit that seam as hard as he possibly could and try and break it. And you can see all that the front court player wants to do is worry about the hitting. So really the 6 player should be taking a little bit more of that seam and then let the 4 player kick out and swing. Big points these. I think if Kochi win this first set, Bengaluru could be in a little bit of bother.
An extra blocker comes in, Jishnu PV, the number 17. Setu is off court. Quick substitution from David Lee. He's bolstered his defense. Straight away, Jishnu into the act, but the ball ricochets off his left hand and lands long. 11-10 now. No Skapia super point yet. Will David Lee go for it?
How many times have we seen him go for the block already in this game? It's just a sign of a very smart player. He's happy to take the block on time and time again. He's not bothered about getting blocked. He'll turn it, go off the hands.
Yeah, Nicholas is a very smart player. Not incredible high, but he knows what to do.
Yeah, that's disappointing. He's frustrated with himself there for a couple of reasons. That's 2 missed serves in a row from Kochi. That might just cost them. 4 service errors, which shows us what they're trying to do.
Yeah, let's go for the Skapia super point.
On Setu serve again! We're seeing it every week. Everyone goes for the Bank of Baroda super serve on Setu serve.
That's brave from Coach Vardhan of the Kochi Blue Spikers. This point worth 2. It's a Skapia super point. Control serve. Bang! And in favor of Kochi. That's a true blue spike. And gives them 2, lead by 2, and 2 away from winning the first set.
What important 2 points. Counter super point, Skapia super point. I like this one, the counter ones we got the last matches as well.
D-Lee loves a counter super point, doesn't he? He backs his team to come back strong. And usually they have done. It's so good from Kochi. I have to say, bringing Nicholas back in, we've been asking sort of the question, where is he? Maybe he's been struggling with an injury or something, but if you see how he's controlling things for Kochi in lots of different ways, just would never leave him out.
Setu, West, Pedros, still in play. Oh, well done by Setu. He's kept it in play. 2 points at stake now. This super point goes Bengaluru's way. That's how you shut the door on an incoming train. That's how you blunt a missile. Pour cold water over a fiery arrow coming at you. That is a blocking masterclass. Take a look at that. The Skapia super point for the Bengaluru Torpedoes. They were switched on. Nitin was there, and so was Joel Benjamin. Super double block that for a Skapia super point. Scores level, 13 apiece. D-Lee's pumped up.
And I want to add, the Torpedoes, they love taking the super point. Even the last matches, they scored all their super points.
Hot potato stuff this. And there is a touch. Joel knows it. The Torpedoes know it. They now have set points. Just one of them. And Coach Vardhan wants to review it.
This is a proper Torpedoes situation, isn't it? The Torpedoes again find themselves under a little bit of pressure. They come back
Review taken
even
by
stronger. I don't
Kochi.
know what this review's for.
What
It
is
must
the
be
ball?
a net touch because they've gone off hands. Benjamin's gone off hands fairly easy there. The whole world's going to see it anyway.
Or did he ask for a cappuccino?
Oh, can I have one as well? Is that what you have to do? Give it the big C?
The big C for cappuccino.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
Look at his lovely touches, huh?
I don't think Byron needed hand-holding in this.
Well, the hand's gone over, interfering with play, I think. And they're wondering why.
Wasn't intentional.
No. I would like to see it again, because I don't know if there was a net touch. I don't know if there was a touch of the hand on the ball. KB,
Here
I wonder
I
if we get another look.
Oh. Yeah, I would have loved to see the picture again. Didn't get an opinion.
strong on the outside. Byron's running the show again. They're looking good at Kochi. Top 5 servers. Rohit Yadav, take a bow. Abhinav Salah, take a bow. 7 serves apiece. There is no Setu at the moment. Tarun Gowda, Jeffrey Menzel had a brilliant competition, Menzel, and Luis Perotto. Luis Perotto has come up with some big serves and some big times for Chennai. We'll see him later on this evening as well.
Yeah, it's interfering. Like Byron wants to set the ball on his side, and you can see it's almost a meter the arm over the net, so he's like totally disturbing his move.
Absolutely. We needed a second look at it.
Right call on this.
Yeah, I agree. Big moment now, though. Torpedoes have already had some big moments, remember. Opening game of the season, Goa. Match point down. They turned it round.
Set point for Bengaluru has now become set point for Kochi, courtesy of that review. And Kochi will have the first set. Forget about a straight set win for the Torpedoes, because the Kochi Blue Spikers are in the mood to buck that trend. And here we are. We will compete. And we're aiming for glory here. They have been so good, Kochi. Their vibe, their spirit, their execution, their plans, their confidence, their movement on court, their clarity as well, their guts, their finishing, all of it absolutely top class. And that's why they won the first set, 15-13. The Torpedoes have something to think about. Back in just a bit.
Kochi Blue Spikers, no Vinny, no problemo for Kochi at the moment. 10 successful spikes, 4 successful spikes for the Bengaluru Torpedoes. It could be worrying. We haven't seen much of Jalen Penrose on the right side. Just 1 kill from him, 1 kill from Setu, and 1 kill from Joe Benjamin as well. And that would maybe be the most worrying thing. Kochi have made more service errors, KB, but Bengaluru haven't really been able to deal with the service pressure when it has been in.
Yeah, well, they had some trouble in receptions. They got some passing errors, which are not so usual. I don't know if it's more about the Kochi Blue Spikers serving that well, or if the level of the Torpedoes passing went down.
Whatever's happened, that man's helped on the right side, the replacement for Vinny. But also I feel that Nicholas Marischal has come in and done a very, very good job. Mujib and Bengaluru just need to up the level a little bit, but things could have been very different if they would have won the super point that they called. Sometimes there are big problems, and sometimes it's just a game of very, very small margins.
Well, Mujib's gone off court, and Bengaluru have a few things to sort at the start of the second set, the first set, to the Kochi Blue Spikers. And they start with an error.
Yeah, that's where it just hasn't quite been there yet, but I'm really quite sure, as we've seen previously, that in some sets it just takes them a bit of time to find their service pressure and their way. I've been really impressed with Kochi, though, really unified, real team performance, and they have to play like that every single game if they're going to stand a chance. We've been saying that since they lost Vinny, and at the moment they are struggling a little bit here, the Torpedoes.
Well, Abhishek can spike and he can block. One man's loss is another man's opportunity. And how well has Abhishek responded with that New India assurance block? He had a few attack points in the first set, starts the second with a block. Looks like they've unearthed a new gem, a new star.
Yeah, absolutely. And as it stands at the moment, both Setu and Joel Benjamin are struggling with their passing and their spiking as well, and that's down to the Kochi serving. That's a real good move in the block, going late into the angle. Good blocking again from the Torpedoes, as they can go through Penrose. He absolutely munches it, but it doesn't matter. Kochi are there again. Look how hard the Torpedoes are having to fight for every single point. They're playing some good volleyball there. Kochi are giving them nothing.
Dare I say, good for them in the long run.
Yeah, absolutely. Netimate super defense. And you can see why. There was 2 or 3 great bits of defensive play. In the end, that set was just too tight. Probably the wrong option there from Kochi. Byron, incredible. He's absolutely sniffed that so early. And that, in my eyes, is a 3-point swing. Because Byron, the set, has seen it. He's sacrificed himself to go get it. Kochi have won the point. They were going to lose 2, and in the end, they've sided out. Unbelievable.
Yeah, especially if you know that the straight serve counts 2 points, you need to take that, and he did.
He has been outrageously good, Byron, in this competition so far. Nicholas. And through the middle, easily done this time. This is how the Torpedoes have to play, because Setu's got 2 blockers against him at the moment. The pass hasn't quite been there. The more they can run the middle and invest in here, the more that Setu, Joe Benjamin are going to have a little bit more room to work with on the pins.
Nicholas is taking that point on him. He's truly wanted to go to another person serving, and he found just the middle. So interesting where he wanted to go.
Better from the Torpedoes. But again, how many times? I think they've been blocked 3 times at the pin in this first set alone. Kochi have really got the better of them on the outsides. New India Assurance super block, and that's Setu and Joel Benjamin, who have struggled to get past the Kochi block, and that's a problem. They've lost their aggression a little bit as well, I think.
the libero with the second touch. Push that didn't work. Okay, interesting rally in progress. Erin Varghese had too much to do. Just no angle, no space. Would have felt suffocated.
Still good volleyball this from Kochi, really. And the one thing you have to pay attention to is how difficult it is for the Torpedoes to score. They're organised, and it's just too wide in the set there. But this is probably a huge test for the Torpedoes now. Penrose and West both missing their serves. Off the back of Setu's serve that could have been a Bank of Baroda two-pointer turning into a point for Kochi. It hasn't quite gone to plan so far. Kochi absolutely deserved to be in front.
But the interesting thing about great teams or big teams is that they have the strength to weather a storm that's coming their way. They don't wither away easily, and I think the Torpedoes will show that at some point.
Yeah, and also that's the thing with Lee ball, right? The tougher it gets for them, the more they come back.
And they only lost that first set by a small margin. Ooh, that's a facial.
Yeah, and it's good volleyball all around. It's off the head of Matt West. But I think Penrose here, Star Kemal Superspike, has every right to take the angle and leave that line. It's just a very good swing from Erin. If you see him coming into the angle there and you're one-on-one, you've got to take that meat. You've got to take the meat.
Similar to the defense we saw yesterday from Anand, the chest one.
From two in the middle in this set. Torpedoes going to have to keep going there. Whether it's Nitin or Mujib, they're scoring through there quite nicely. Very good game this now. And I seem to be saying that every single night of this league. Every game's entertaining for different reasons. The storylines, absolutely incredible. But the only thing, imagine how good this Kochi side would be with Vinit Kumar in it, fully fit. They would be up there for the title, I think. They're very, very strong. Pass from position one there, only can do the easy things there. And in the end, it's just off the hands.
Classy post box.
Nicholas again. He's going under the radar in terms of his importance here. He's very important to this performance.
Shot set bang at the feet of Amarinder Pal Singh. Well, the Torpedoes will like that.
And David Lee, just some couple of balls before. He's been showing that he wants that the middle gets set. So he's asking for, and they are showing it's working well.
Yeah, he is one of the best middles to ever do it. I mean, we talk about legends a lot and how legendary he is. He is a big legend in this sport.
Byron to Nicholas. Was there a touch off the block? There wasn't. Well, he's exchanged smiles, but there was no touch.
Great service. Passing just okay, and yeah, missing his wrist.
I like what they're doing there, though, KB. They're playing quick to him. They're testing the block. They're trying to put the block under pressure.
Oh, big serve. Nicholas, Byron, Nicholas again. This time he tries that soft touch. Chance. Pipe! Bang! Crashed! Smackdown! From the Torpedoes. Booms! Kaboom! They lead by one as we head into an Amul Cool technical timeout. Stay tuned.
Detemrich, top 5 liberos. The positive reception percentage. How good's their pass? These stats will certainly show it. Anand at the top. He was brilliant last night. Benny from Chennai, Alan Ashik from Kochi, and Midhun, who's out there this evening, sitting in 4th place at the moment. Well, using the middle seems to be the magic potion for the Torpedoes. It's got them right back into this, and I think something that Healy might have thought was that the outsides were getting blocked, and they have to free them up by running the middle a little bit more.
Yeah, nicely played with a little slide in his hand, wristing away.
Byron. Oh! That was very, very close to turning this set on its head.
Could have easily been a 2-pointer there. Could have easily been a super serve had it fallen on the other side of the net.
It would have been
the fine
wild.
margins.
The man that stopped Setu from scoring the super serve, if he would have got a big touch off the net. Was he winking at us in there?
He knows where the cameras are, Byron. Very good serve that. Byron to Nicholas. Not blocked well enough.
Yes, if you see here, the play is from left to right, so it's a long set. So it means it's tough for the libero, for the middle to get there. He's aware that the middle's late, so he knows he's not going to press. So it's just another smart decision that all that experience that Nicholas has, he can just use.
Too many people on court.
Too many people on court. But we're just saying, Manish, a minute ago, if they use the middle, oh, there's something not right here. Someone's gone.
They bumped together. Let's have a closer look. Both down. Ouch! Yes. Ah.
Ow.
That hurts. Aye. Full speed. Crashing together. Byron is still sitting on the ground, needs some time to refresh his mind, his head.
Well, Byron had that extra mop of hair as a protecting layer.
It did. That was useful. The long hair certainly does protect the skull very well, Manish. But I mean, I've been hit on the head many a time. It's not done me any harm, has it?
Well, I hope they take him off court for a bit, just get it checked. Play safe. Yes, he will go off court. Good call. I hope he's okay, Byron.
I think as soon as it's a head injury, you got to get him off for a minute.
Might as well play safe. The libero is all right. But I think Byron's head crashed into the libero's ribs, I think. Alan Ashik there, the number 3.
It's great to have the medical team around.
Yeah, but it's a well-organized league.
Okay.
To ensure players are looked after.
Well, now Janshad comes in, and let's see. Janshad hasn't had a lot of time on the court, so it's a big time for him to come in. Good setter, though. We talked about him a lot in season 2. The Thunderbolts doing a great job in their setting ranks, and that's a good start.
It was more like a statement spike. Hasn't gone through.
Net touch. For Kochi Blue Spikers.
Will that injury stoppage perhaps shift the momentum over to the Bengaluru side?
Yes. Detemrich shoot for defense. And again, just out of system, libero set, but it's a good lineup. Really good line in the block from Matt West. It's really easy in that situation to be too wide, but he's really done a great job. And again, Kochi just aside, to go all in here.
Bengaluru lead by 2. Oh, great block. That is an incredible block.
What an important point. What an Scapia super point.
Yeah, how many times have we seen Penrose put these away and he just tries, he loses a bit of height trying to turn it into the angle. We haven't quite seen him dominate the game this evening like we have done previously. 11-all. As it looks as if the good news is that Byron is okay. This is a difference, KB, isn't it? They've run the middle more. So because they've run the middle more, spaces are opening for the outside hitters a little bit so they can hit the seams.
And the door is open. Yeah, what an Kabul super spike. Just down the seam between the two doors. They couldn't close it well enough.
Get a banana in you, that'll sort it out.
Banana always helps.
That was such a beautiful takeoff. I think it's going to look so gladiatorial on the replay. Abhishek there. Got a great ball, just at an ideal height for him to slap that down. We'll take a couple of more angles for that. Beautifully executed.
Great set from Yanshan, puts it right on the spot. And that's why teammates go straight up to him off the bench, under some pressure, has to put it on the money.
Lots of pushes and prods. And then that overhit shot from Abhishek. They have been awarded the point. Was there a touch? Or did that land on the line? Bengaluru not reviewing it. And so that means the right call was made by the ref.
It's a strange night this for Bengaluru because Kochi are playing well and they've just rocked Bengaluru a little bit and there's just some uncharacteristic plays coming out of them. And those are sometimes those games that you can't explain, they just happen.
Carla, what do you think David Lee is telling the troops? Tell us about that after we've taken a look at this RR Kabul top 5 attackers list. No surprise there that Chirag Yadav, the captain of the Goa Guardians, is at number 1. A very, very fine side that needs a few things to go their way. The top 2, of course, Nathaniel Dickinson is there as well. So Goa doing all right on offense. What about the other 3? Batur Batsuri has been a story in himself. Jerome Benit's always there, a part of these lists. So yeah, tell me, Carla, what do you think David Lee told his team during that break?
He kept them calm, told them pass first, and then they're gonna open to position 4.
Yeah, Penrose on the front court, KB, is it going there?
I guess so. What a minus hit! We call it a classy minus hit. Oh my gosh.
A classy minus hit.
Look at that.
There you go, Manish, you've learned a new phrase. A ball that doesn't go over the net. He's gone underneath the net. And that is unlike the Torpedoes, unlike Penrose. And now they are under pressure.
2 set points to go, 2-0 up. They saved one with their left hand. Very, very cool-headed, cold-blooded from that man, Penrose.
But nicely, they played again on position 4 to give it another chance.
Yeah, you want to.
Yeah, and you want to watch that minus hit. I saw already many rallies where a minus hit happened, but the setter got crashed and hit. Remember some beach volleyball as well?
Yes. Where there are the top 5 blockers, New India Assurance. Prince, how you doing up there, buddy? Good to see you at the top. That's Mujib 6. Hasn't made many this evening. Anger Mutu, the top opposite in terms of blocking at the moment with 5. Petar Ostvik from Mumbai and Abhinav Salar. And it just shows again that Abhinav Salar is having a wonderful tournament. He's there with the blocking and he's there with the serving.
One of the contenders of the Emerging Player Award as well, Abhinav Salar. One more set point with Bengaluru serving. Will they go big? Lee ball is being put to test. Straight to Erin. Chance now. 2 level scores. And that's gone long. Kochi win the second set. Oh no, that's on the line. I'm losing it as well. What's up?
You lost it years ago, buddy.
True.
14-all.
What a storyline again. This league, it's crazy.
He's kept his aggression, and that's the key thing. You go through tough times, but you can't lose your aggression and your confidence in your ability.
Bengaluru forced to raise their game. Erin Verghese versus 2. Where is that landing? Wherever it is, Kochi have another set point to go 2-0 up in this match number 15 on a sizzling Saturday night. An RR Kabil super spike from Evie Wonder.
What a no-look smash down the line.
Yeah, again, he's showing the angle, coming back into 6. The service pressure's there from the Torpedoes, so I feel like they are at the party now. Kochi have been there all day. As soon as one starts to find the serve, the rest sort of can ride the wave after it, and I like that. Mujib, there's a lot of pressure here on Mujib. The Torpedoes would love just to make a break here and just turn this set around, so they're the team that have set point and have the advantage. Oh, big dig. This is the chance, but there's no Matt West. It still goes to Penrose, and that's how you bounce back. Penrose has made 3 points after hitting the one underneath the net. And that's exactly what you want from your opposite man. He doesn't step away. And they're looking for
Review
a
asking by Kochi team.
Again, Kochi. This happened in the last set, and it worked for them.
Did you recognize any net touch?
Nope. We're about to find out, though. Our officials are doing a wonderful job.
Is this a tactical review or one that they genuinely believe that they should win the point? 15 apiece in set number 2. Big suspenseful build-up before we get the first replay out. Coach Vardhan was very sure about calling for that review. Successful review will mean the Kochi Blue Spikers will have another set point. Let's take a look. Nothing yet, nothing yet. Still clear. Okay, here we go. Nothing at all, nothing whatsoever. The ball touched the net only.
Great dig, that. But going to the middle there's an interesting one for me, because it was always going to be out of rhythm, out of sorts, KV. So I would have flipped that to the outside all day long, because as soon as that first pass is under so much pressure, the middle can't get a rhythm and a timing. Review unsuccessful. Great swing from Penrose. We'll know why he's looking up there after quite the tough week for him. He's come out and made 3 big kills.
That's it. The Torpedoes are back. In the key moments, they hold their nerve. Go on to win this second set. And I can promise you the third set, the complexion of this contest will be dramatically different. Forget about what happened in the first set. This is how it all ends. And this is where teams like Torpedoes show their class. Lee's pumped up as well.
Did you see Rakesh down there, the team manager, slapping people's hands off? And it's not like he's a small fella either. There's a confirmation of the score, 17-15. Torpedoes back in business. So 1-1 with the stats of the second set, or of the game overall. 18 successful spikes to 12. That's a better return for the Torpedoes at 8 successful spikes in that second set. 3 blocks apiece now. Unforced errors from the Torpedoes. Still very low, KB. And that is seeing them over the line. Have a look at these guys having a blast here. And this is what this league is all about.
Well, lots of Torpedoes fans here, and all those watching us in Bangalore or Karnataka or anywhere else across the world can access a special customized Kannada commentary feed on YouTube. And so we're now offering this coverage in 6 languages on YouTube, available across the world. The magic of the RR Kabul Prime Volleyball League, powered by Scapia. Good to see school kids in here as well. What a packed house tonight here.
Busy. I would say this is maybe the busiest that we've seen at KB.
I don't know, you should look out for your dance moves for the wedding.
Yeah? Get me shaking it a bit more.
Indian kids doing it really well.
Yeah.
Everybody's really capable of dancing.
Oh, they love it out here, don't they? It's there you go. Have a look at the Kochi side out there as well as the third set gets underway. Janshad is still in. And that was the one thing I wanted to look out for, is with Byron be okay to come back in and set. Because without Byron, they don't just lose a setter, they lose a leader as well. And there is no Byron on the court at the moment, so obviously the doctors said something. He's not been brought back on, so you think for Kochi, no Vidit Kumar, and then for this evening, no Byron. And those two things together are worth a lot of points.
Another service error. Not happy about it.
Yeah, he's made a couple of those, hasn't he? But at the same time, he is going to have to be the linchpin here. The response.
You see the Meteors in the back doing some live scouting.
No?
Yeah.
It all goes on here. Oh, good through the middle. Okay, Kochi have got the pass in. And that means the middle is working early on, and that's a big statement. Oh, coming super spike, Ganshan. Links very nicely. The issue at the moment is, will they be able to hang with the Torpedoes for long enough without Byron on the court?
Two very close sets, guys. Louis and Carla. So my prediction is out of the window. I thought maybe a straight sets win for the Torpedoes. They lost the first set. Bengaluru just about managed to straight through the second set. You had said 3-1.
I had 3-1 to the Torpedoes. And Carla, what was your prediction?
Still in the game. 5 sets for Kochi.
Well done. I think Bengaluru will draw a ton of confidence from winning that second set. And clearly, Penrose holds the key for the Torpedoes.
Yeah, he certainly does. Good hands. And since he hit that ball under the net as a new India Assurance super block, he really has come to the party, hasn't he? It was almost that ball that's really sparked him into life. But just like we've seen all evening long, Kochi have an answer, and they're not going anywhere without a fight. So they've used the middle. Now Yanshan goes to the right side first. Great cover. That's exactly what you want from your libero, and that is a sizzler to the line from Erin. And we've seen some good variation from Erin on that left side.
So far, he's doing a great game.
Smart move. Isn't always about power, is it?
It's about being smart. You know, almost like a beach volleyball cut shot, what I'm saying.
It's an off-speed chop in our language. Cut shot beach language.
So many new things for people watching us from all over the world.
But that was a lovely cut shot from Penrose. And there's another error. And this is the thing that's hurting them again, KB. You touched on it. It's the amount of errors they're making. So Bengaluru are 3 up. And I can't really remember them, apart from that swing from Penrose, really dominating this set. But they're 3 up anyway.
Now, I'd love to see Kochi's attitude after having lost that second set. Are they going to be brittle and lose their way, or will they say no? We need to do more of what we've done so far. Just be a little more alert on the key moments. Carla, if you were in the Kochi camp, what would you be telling them?
Try to go full, go hard, be smart.
Setu once again. 4-point lead. And that's been a rarity in this match for either teams to have a 4-point lead. Setu back in the mix after a while.
Can't keep him quiet for long, can you? And I feel now Kochi are really missing Byron. He's the guy that when sort of the chips are down or you lose a point, everyone will look to him. He's the guy on the court, and they haven't got him at the moment.
And let's give our new player a warm welcome. Number 15, opposite player. He's the new Vinit, hopefully.
Yeah, he's just come in today, isn't he, Manish?
Certainly, as I said, too bad, sad that Vinit had to go. But for another young player to step up, and there is no dearth of young Indian volleyball talent. Oh, there he is then. We love him for his hairstyle as much as we do for his aggressive play on court. Hemant, He-Man is here to save the day. Dr. Chaudhary of the Ahmedabad defenders is in attendance as well.
Great pass from Midden. Good cover.
Penrose, there was cover behind him. Here comes Setu with that push. Will be covered. Okay then, Matthew West, Joel. Penrose! Pops it down! Sparkling spike that. R.R. Kamil, super spike. As we head into an Amul Kul technical timeout, the Torpedoes lead by 4. Watch out, Kochi.
Torpedoes back on top here, as that set was tight, but Midden was certainly there when he was called upon, as was Setu a couple of times in that rally, and in the end it was scrappy, but Penrose had the last laugh. And in the end of set 2 and here in set 3, he's certainly been the star, and he's helped take the Torpedoes away. Blocks there again, they're blocking really well, the middles underneath the guidance of Dealey. Penrose just cannot miss now, and he's enjoying every second of this, and rightfully so. Through the gap this time. Kochi would have, if they could have that again, would have sealed it.
Kochi's block have a lot of problems to bring the middle blocker on time to the outside positions.
Yeah, this is interesting. Jishnu's come on just to block for Setu, so we know that he's a middle player, so he must have been doing some work on the outsides. Also, we know that Torpedoes have Rohit, who used to play for Kochi 2 seasons ago, on the bench, but he's hardly played up till now. Kochi need to win this one. Defense of the Torpedoes looks a lot more solid.
How hard was that hit? Because it ricocheted off the blockers and went up into into the lights and came down crashing on the Bangalore side. Take a look at that.
Well, that's what Jishnu was brought on to do, get in front of his man and close, but he doesn't quite close quick enough. And in the end, yeah, exactly, D. Lee's saying, okay, that's why you're there, that's why we brought you in. And he's staying out there. Oh, it's gotten away. That must have been a foot fault. Did I miss something?
Foot fault.
Bengaluru lead now by 7. They're running away with this set, and dare I say, possibly the match as well, Carla. Suddenly, what's gone wrong with Kochi?
Byron is definitely missing for the new India Assurance Super Block. The new setter of Kochi's. He has trouble to find the...
Yeah, he has trouble finding the middle, but he's also using the middle in plays where I potentially wouldn't anyway. So those two things combined. But they've missed a Bank of Baroda super serve there, Muji. But if there is a 2-point serve that you can afford to miss, it would probably be that one. He's a lucky boy. Escaping a super point, not the most thrilling super point we've seen this year, but Kochi won't mind in the slightest.
Haji Amrinder Pal Singh ready to serve. His team trails by 5. Bengaluru 4 away from going 2-1 up in this best-of-5 clash. Matthew West. Poseto! Another absolute smackdown from Setu. And he's got the Bengaluru supporters going as well. The vibe is different about this side. Once they start doing well, once they find their groove, they are near unstoppable, David Lee's men.
Yeah, right now the game is going full for the Bengaluru Torpedoes. Seems like the Kochi Blue Spikers have not had chance enough.
Uh-oh. All systems go for the Torpedoes, steady 1-on-1. That's a big opportunity missed. I wouldn't waste a challenge here if it was me.
I thought Matthew was switched off for some reason during the rally. Take a look at that.
That goes to the outside. Setu last time out hit sharp angle. Good to try and hit some range. I just think that's a missed opportunity for Setu.
Matthew West for Setu once again, and it goes long yet again as he lost his radar.
Review asking.
Why? Why are they
Bengaluru
asking
for
for
touch-out.
a review?
Well, I think they feel like this one's theirs. But I like the fact that West gives the ball straight back to Setu, but Setu has to put one away. They're two very good situations for him.
I think the ball was in, but still they're leading. So let's have a look. No block touch. Between the two blockers, straight down. I thought they go for in and out. Okay, so no obvious block touch. So review unsuccessful. David Lee's not happy about that. He's talking again to the referee supervisor. So I don't explain, Louis. Why did they take it?
I think they're looking for it in out.
But still the score.
Yeah, they've lost the review. Still 4-point game. I don't disagree. They still have one left for the third set, so they can't afford to waste that. But they've just dropped their level here, regardless, and that's good from Setu. West coming in from the backcourt. Setu slapping the sharp angle for a second time in this set. rocking and rolling. He's very comfortable going into that sharp angle, isn't he? He's struggling from hitting it from that position back over his left shoulder.
And he's not one of the tallest guys on court, so that's been a lovely angle.
Yeah, timeout. Torpedoes will be happy. Kochi is certainly struggling without Byron, I think, and they have to galvanise themselves once again as we have a look at the fixtures for the Kochi Blue Spikers. Mumbai, tough. Calicut, I think they have that. Ahmedabad will be tough. So already, let's see. Because that win against Goa was absolutely superb. And have a look, that's where Manish has gone. Manish?
I'm right here, my friend.
Oh, sorry, Kabul VIP box.
Place with the best food and hospitality treatment.
That's who you roll with on a daily basis, though. You roll with the big dogs.
I'm always with you and Carla.
Yeah,
the two of us are inseparable.
There's an exception to every rule.
13-8 then. Make that 14-8. And with that, 6 set points to go, 2-1 up. Now, a firm grip for the Torpedoes over the Kochi Blue Spikers in this match where they didn't start too well. They looked a bit lost, I thought, in the first set. And Kochi showed so much fire and spark.
Janshad's just trying to pull the middle out of everywhere. He hasn't quite found the connection yet. And that's a small problem. I don't think there's any way back for Kochi from here.
Safe to say that it's the setter that's the CPU of any volleyball team. For those who don't watch much volleyball, why is the setter so crucial?
They control the game. They set the tempo of the play. They obviously run the offense. And they're also there to control everything. So you need somebody who makes good decisions, quick with the feet. You need somebody who puts the ball into a good spot as well. And that's what Matt West does so well. That's a bit sloppy, though, from the Torpedoes. Still, they're up by 5. They would have taken this situation in the second set when they were set point down, that's for sure. It was almost 2-0 Kochi, and now the Torpedoes have almost brought this back to 2-1. So it's funny how it does change, and that man has been in the thick of it. Penrose puts another set away and in the back with the Bengaluru Torpedoes. Yasha to him, watching on closely, overjoyed. And Penrose is absolutely dominating once again here. West, always in the big moments, will go to his big gun on the right-hand side, and they will lead 2-1. Remember, Kochi had set points in set 2 to go 2-0 up. Without Byron, they're certainly struggling, but it's the Torpedoes that lead 2-1 as we go into set number 4.
Well, normalcy has been restored in the Bengaluru Torpedoes camp after losing the first set. They bounced back. They looked a lot more decisive, better execution as well. They made fewer errors, and as you can see, the Kochi Blue Spikers seem to have sort of lost their way. The attacks are still coming, but the defense isn't quite working. The sets are not there, and the number of unforced errors are costing the Kochi Blue Spikers. Setu has been one of those elements that has worked for the Torpedoes. A packed house in here at the GMC Balayogi Indoor Stadium in Hyderabad. As we approach the halfway mark of the league stage of Season 4 of the RR Kabul Prime Volleyball League powered by Scapia. The Torpedoes now want to finish this in 4 sets. David Lee knows well the importance of winning 3-1, because that will mean 3 points on the points table. If it goes to 5, then the losing team gets 1 and the winning team gets 2 points. This is the start of set number 4. That man, Erin Verghese, the captain, holds the key. And Setu, once again, set to serve big to start set number 4. Oh, big serve. Nicely done by Erin Verghese. Beautifully executed that. Clean hit. No fuss at all.
KB, that's the way that you answer set to serve, isn't it?
Yeah, sure. That kind of power, like, you want to have this, surely.
Great start to the set for Kochi. And they go after the front court receiver, which is Joel Benjamin. And it's one of the first times the Torpedoes have been stopped through the middle this evening. Heymanth gets the start. And it's a New India Assurance super block. He goes up with West. And it's Bibin off the bench that makes a stop on Jitin. Short serve. And again, oh my days! Oh my days! You do not see this very often. I think it's a knee cover kill from Jitin. Have a look at this. Short serve. Bibin. Oh no! Poor Bibin. Thought he got the block and it popped up over the top of him. Sometimes things are just not going your way.
Well, as they say, you haven't arrived until you've landed. And that one landed just outside, tantalizingly close to that sideline, Carla.
A lot of service errors from Kochi. 9 already in total.
I'm a bit surprised to see him not get enough game time, guys. Are you as surprised as I am as well?
Just too many errors from him in the last game, I think. He was so good in that win against Goa. He has to keep that level of performance up. And then make sure he keeps delivering that level of performance. I think we had this chat about Heymanth at the start of the season. His best is unbelievably good, but then he can't maintain that sort of level.
Yes, good block that. Rohit Kumar, a part of that connection. Vivid Binoy was a part of that block.
Oh, okay. Yeah, choose your one, or just chuck them both away.
Review taken
Just
by
take all the paddles.
Kochi.
Yeah.
No block.
I just want a review, ref. That's all I want. Okay. Big for Kochi, this already. There's a touch off the block. There's a clear touch off the block. So, for me, when does the player, maybe the player didn't feel it, but if the player did feel that, he has to turn around and say, my bad, I thought I touched it. Kochi now are on the struggle bus. No more reviews left. And that might just hurt them a little bit later on.
A control serve that. Evie with that shot. The libero keeps it in play. Byron with that second touch. No third touch coming through. Hot potato stuff. Here we go. Two players taking off for that spike. What's happening? Everything is out of system here. Bizarre rally. The bizarrest we've seen this season. Okay, now Bengaluru will reset. And that's what they will do. Or still in play. Suddenly both teams starting to find their groove. Here they come again. And that has landed inside. It's a little delicate deft touch that ends up being the bottom line of that rally. Great stuff towards the end. A rally that started off on a strange note ends with a very smart piece of play.
Determination for defence from every team in every situation. Matt West again just delivering the goods in the right zone. You can see because Joe Benjamin's been at max height both times. One to slap it into the angle and that time to tip it over the top. Good decision making. Kochi back in system here.
Double block denies Kochi a point. A new India assurance super block. With Mujib getting into it as well.
Mujib. Put another one. He's one of the best blockers in the league this season. And he gets across from one side to another to seal it. And I think we'll see that these young Indian middle blockers that work with D. Lee on a daily basis will have good footwork. They will close the block well, and that's what we're seeing. Game over now. Game over. Kochi unfolding. I tell you what, for those people who predicted 3-1, looks like a very good estimate.
Well done, Louis.
Thanks, but that was
You called it first.
I was just looking for your validation, but that was all.
This shows why the Torpedoes can never be counted out. They're a bit like the Australia of cricket, aren't they?
Yeah,
Sorry to ask a Brit that question.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, I mean, I like the Torpedoes, that's the difference. So, you have... they just keep coming at you, but you have to feel sorry for Kochi again. But sometimes they also make their own beds. I never would have subbed Nicholas off. Because Nicholas shanked a pass and he was removed pretty quickly.
Can we talk about Alan's defenses?
Yeah,
He's been everywhere. He's doing it so well. Another one.
I think the wheels have come off. The wheels have come off. They've lost their radar, Kochi. They've lost their way, not sure what to do. And the Torpedoes lead by 5 in set 4 as we head into an Amul Cool technical timeout.
All cool. Emerging player criteria for the RKBL PVL powered by Scapia. 2 criteria points for players to be the emerging player. Manish, tell me one of them.
If you haven't played for India, if you're below the age of 25.
That's 2.
Well, we always give you more than you ask for.
I know.
That's how India works. We're very hospitable people.
You are. Have great food.
2 dosas when you ask for 1.
Great tuk-tuks and great dance moves.
A great spike that. You know, I feel for Aaron Burgess. He's a hustler, he's a fighter, he's a trier. He's always there trying hard. You know, and Kochi is a beautiful city, lovely fans, great volleyball culture. I really wanted to see the Kochi Blue Spikers do well this season. And it's utterly disappointing for me as well.
Yeah, and they would have done. Imagine if you bring Vinit Kumar into this team, and imagine if you bring Byron into this team. I honestly think they would have been up there challenging for the title. Their best would have been very good. Tonight, even without Vinit Kumar, they were brilliant. But you take Byron out, who for me, alongside Matt West, has been the best setter in this competition so far. They're up against it like no other team. There's no other team at the moment in this league who have got more on their plate than Kochi and more adversity to have to fight through.
You know, if you look at the best sides in the short history of the tournament, clearly Kolkata and Ahmedabad are 2 teams that come to mind. They've been rather consistent, Ahmedabad more so than Kolkata. But Bengaluru have been a solid force through and through. They've always been playoff contenders, and one of the reasons they do that is because David Lee has been in charge for a while.
Yeah,
they don't do too much chopping and changing, so maybe there's a lesson in there for the other teams.
Yeah, they have an amazing coach. Oh, there's a big lesson in here for other teams. They have an amazing coach, and they're consistent. So you compare it with Calicut this year, they've changed the coach. They've made probably 7 or 8 changes. They've taken out their key players from last year, haven't fully replaced them. Where with D. Lee at the helm, he can say, okay, we're going to build our team around these 4 or 5 players for the next 2 or 3 seasons. Then we can add the overseas players that we need to that roster. Like, it's not too difficult, but if you're always changing the coach, you're always sort of having to figure it out on the fly. D. Lee doesn't have to do anything out on the fly. And also there's Rohit who's come in, and that's massive for Rohit. Against his former side, it's an Arkabel super spike. He looks high. He's there for 5 lakh, Rohit. Remember when he signed for Kochi? 15 lakh, 2 seasons ago.
The other thing is, David Lee is able to do that because he's been empowered by the owners. And we know the Torpedoes owners very well.
They're great.
They're completely hands-off. And it's not just about a volleyball league, but for any sporting league, any franchise model, once the owners trust a coach and a captain, they let them do what they need to do on court or on the field.
Correct. And also, it's hard not to trust somebody of D. Lee's quality, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's you can't sit there. Not many people in the world can sit there and go, okay, D. Lee, I know more than what you do. Because he's that knowledgeable. He's played for all the best teams in the world. Or not in every country as well. He's not just that, he's an all-round great person, which goes a long way.
Well, the Ahmedabad defenders as well, they're a solid side. I like the way they run their team. Very quietly, very professional, no flash. Well, took off really well, gave it the full swing. Touch off the block, lands long. 11-6 to score now. 5 the lead, 4 away from winning yet another game. The Bengaluru Torpedoes. There they are.
KB.
They're looking worried. They should smile a little bit. Go ahead, come on.
2-hit, crack us a smile. Nope, nope. He is the most relaxed man you're ever going to meet until the whistle goes. And then, I mean, you've met Toohin a couple of times, KB. That's a different Toohin down there, isn't it?
Didn't see him like this before.
A man to never raise his voice until...
Do you know why his name is what it is? Toohin. There's 2 of him.
Oh,
2
nice.
versions.
Nice, 2 of him. Toohin.
That's my only silly joke for the day.
Yeah. Very good and very silly.
I'd love to see those fans. It's good to see. Great spirit from the Kochi supporters. To the right of that fan is Mrs. Vardhan. Married to the coach of the Kochi Blue Spikers. Bang! Take that! Says Penrose. You know, I don't know what the result of this season is going to be, but we look back and say Penrose was one of the highlights of season 4. What a player.
Yeah, tonight, at every big moment he's been there, isn't he, KB?
Yeah, he's everywhere in his smart attacks. Really corner, long. Amazing.
Kochi have gone for a Scapia super point then. Okay, going all in, Mr. Vardhan. Just as well. Oh. He wants to review with Penrose. Or does he? No. That's called out. 12-9 the score now. 3 the lead and 3 away from winning this match. The Torpedoes.
On Scapia, super point. No kissing the line. Clearly out. Good 2 points for Kochi. They need this points. Let's see if they can keep it up. Get some more.
Off the serve, Matt West. Comfortable work. Torpedoes cruising now. Tough start for them. You have to say that when Byron left the court this evening, that almost ended their chances.
And I don't see Byron anymore here in the stadium. I think he left almost immediately. So hopefully he's doing well. All the best for him.
Yeah, we hope that he recovers well. Nasty bang on the head. Setu comes back in. Comes back in just to pass this Janshad serve. Pulls a little bit off the net, but blasted out the back. So all of a sudden back to 2.
Well, we've got another game coming up in a while from now on this doubleheader Saturday evening. We've got the Chennai Blitz versus the Kolkata Thunderbolts. That's match number 2 tonight. Will be fun to see Jerome Vineet up against the very dangerous Kolkata Thunderbolts. Should be a cracking encounter, which you must watch on Sony and YouTube. Oh, Matthew West sets it for Penrose. It's been dug. Confusion in the Kochi ranks. Bangalore will have another chance, and they will get the job done. If Penrose doesn't, Joel Benjamin will. 3 match points to the Torpedoes.
Everybody on the floor. The net and rich super defense. Left out a big chance. And we are going for a little break. Timeout.
Yeah, Torpedoes. Being good value. Next up, Chennai Blitz. Jerome up against Kolkata Thunderbolts. Ashwal Roy having changed position. Makes for a great story. But can the Thunderbolts upset the Blitz here this evening? The job's still not done there as Yoda watches on closely. Well, Matt Wethel watching the opposition. He looks very serious out there, doesn't he?
Looks like he's there undercover.
Yeah.
Very quietly.
I mean, hard to be undercover in India.
Yeah, especially when you're on TV every other night. Being watched by millions on the Sony Sports Network and on YouTube. And that too in 6 languages starting today.
Oh,
Kannada.
It just keeps getting better and better this league, doesn't it?
Yep, 6 language added to our offering. Kannada commentary available for all the Kannada-speaking people in India and across the world. This league being offered in 6 languages on YouTube, on Sony Sports Network as well. Matt Wiesel is in the house. This is their journey. The Chennai Blitz up next after they take care of the Kochi Blue Spikers, and then Calicut and the Blackhawks Hyderabad, who haven't looked great thus far. And then the Mumbai Meteors on the 22nd. The Meteors can do no wrong. That's their last league game.
That's why Matt Van Wesel's here, scouting future opponents. And I like that. He's done a great job with Mumbai. They look great.
2 match points. It's done. It's over. Goodbye, Kochi. Forget about the first set. The Bengaluru Torpedoes know how to come back in grand style. It has been a professional display. Even when they were being tested, they didn't lose their way. They were solid through and through. And today they've shown the depth of their emotional reserves, their tactical nous, and their ability to stay calm under pressure. They lost the first set and came back very, very professionally to win set 2, 3, 4. To seal this in 4 sets, 3 more points added to the kitty of the Torpedoes. They are on a rocket to the top.
They've had a great start to this season. Sometimes starting slowly in the opening set, but KB overall, you have to say, they deserve the victory.
Yes, they do. They do. And yeah, big congratulations. Another win for David Lee and his team.
The owner's over the moon, and rightfully so. Neely and the Torpedoes, 3-0 this season, and looking good towards a playoff spot. Not always perfect, but they improved throughout. You just feel that injury to Byron was a big, big deal. The Torpedoes taken 3-1, 15-12 in the 4th, and the Kochi Blue Spikers just struggling with injury and a lack of luck at times. Torpedoes with their 3rd victory of this RR Kabil Prime Volleyball season, 3-1 against the Kochi Blue Spikers. win for the Bengaluru Torpedoes against the Kochi Blue Spikers. It was a tough start for them this evening. Kochi came out of the tracks absolutely flying. And as the game went on, the Torpedoes fought back, set to beaten by that serve in the opening set. And that's what we know about Kochi. We know that they can fight together even without Vinit Kumar. But an injury to influential setter Byron meant that they just lost that little bit of leadership in the second set. And the Torpedoes started to find their form. And that man, Jalen Penrose, started to find a lot of angles and a lot of good swings for the Torpedoes. That would mean they would win sets 2 and 3. Torpedoes found a lot of comfort. Joel Benjamin in set 2 started to grow into the game after being targeted heavy in the opening 2 sets. And Matt West dishing the goods all game long again. Putting that ball in the right spot. D-Lee enjoying his best start to a Prime Volleyball League season. Torpedoes 3-0. Well, the stats tell us everything. More successful spikes and the errors low for the Torpedoes. 2 seasons ago, they were a high error team, but I feel like they're just starting to squeeze those errors down a little bit. The blocks over the last 2 seasons have also increased for this Torpedoes team. Time to join the presentation.
Having lost that first set, the Bengaluru Torpedoes turn it around in style. They just love to come back into this and do it in fine fashion. At the outset, let's thank our sponsors: RR Kabel, Scapia, New India Assurance, NTPC, Bank of Baroda, Amol, Mutual Fund, Sahiya, Red Bull, Cello, Costco, Net Enrich, Eakin by Paragon. In the presentation party, joining me today, I have Mr. Amarnath Reddy, representing RR Kabel, and a proud customer of Scapia, Mr. Arvapalli Krishna. The Americans were on fire for the Torpedoes. We're going to start with the Scapia game changer of the match. You were too good today. Come on in, Jalen Penrose. Grab your check worth 10,000 rupees. Delivering some spicy spikes on court today and doing it time and time again. Well done, Jalen. Well done. And now for your RR Kabel player of the match, another American, the captain, leading from the front once again, Matt West. Come on in. Your player of the match for today. She leads in all departments with such composure at all times, always so relaxed under the leadership of their coach, David Lee. There's something that your unit, come on in, Matt.
I'm still here. Right.
There's something that your unit is getting right time and time again, because you were tested once again, lost that first set to the Spikers.
Yeah.
How do you manage to turn it around? Do you feed off that sort of a little bit of that backseat that you are put under more pressure and then you want to come back and then go all guns blazing?
Oh, that's a good question. I want to answer it well. No, I think a lot of it is just understanding the moment, being present, and then figuring out our opponent. We're a fairly analytical team because we're not the most physical, we're not the strongest, so we have to figure out how to break people. So sometimes it takes a set, and I don't think the break helps us, and we have to figure out how to be present faster psychologically.
You indeed have been figuring it out very well. It takes a set, and I don't think you would like more than a set.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Any message to all your teammates, to your coach?
Yeah, thank you. Without great passing, without great serving, without attackers, I don't have a job. Without David, I don't have a job. Without Rakesh and all these people, I don't have a job. So I appreciate you greatly, and I'd like to special shout out to my father-in-law who's in the stands here. Thank you for being here and present in India with me.
Well done, Matt West. Your team is doing a great job, and we wish you continue this amazing run. Thank you so much, and that's it from this presentation semi, because we have another cracking match on the other side.
Great interview. The RR Kabel player of the match, talking about being present, and it's so key in this sport. He also said it takes a while to figure out the opposition, and that's maybe something that's propping up a little bit for the Torpedoes, losing the opening set and then having to find their way. They did find their way this evening, and they did win 3-1 in the end. Penrose also on fire this evening. Jalen Penrose, especially in that second set, was set 3 out of 4 times at the very end, and he's the Scapia game changer of the match. Physical, powerful, and also there to make smart decisions when he needs to. He's a go-to man for this Torpedo side, and he has a great relationship with Matt West defensively. Quick chance to sign some autographs as we have a look at the mutual funds Sahi High moment of the match. From the right side, a very good swing. And that is good enough for the Torpedoes. 3 wins in a row, best ever start under David Lee. And that means the next match coming up, Chennai Blitz with Jerome up against the Kolkata Thunderbolts, searching for their very best. We'll be back in the studio shortly. Good game on the way.